Good morning traders, David here from Daily Forecast. It is Monday the 23rd of January and we're doing an update for Brent and Crude, Bitcoin and Euro. Let's get straight into Brent oil on the daily chart in front of us here. You can see that we're still in our bearish AB swing. There's our A high and there's our B low. And you can see that price came, firstly we bounced off the 786 over here, 86 over here. And then we got a BF 786 down here, B failure 786. And we've been saying for days that with support being found at the B failure 786 with the prior 786 bounce, we could be looking at price taking out the A high over coming days or coming sessions. And you can see that price has actually rallied up nicely. We were thinking that we might be getting something bearish here, but the last 2 days have proved otherwise. That was a bearish candlestick formation over there, a Rami candlestick formation of sorts, but price has proved otherwise. So let's see today, do we actually rally and take out 89.50? What is this, 89.34 over the next day or two? If we do, then we're starting a reversal process on this time frame. If we find resistance up here and we get something bearish, then that could hint that we're moving down to lower levels. We were thinking that maybe this bearish candlestick formation would have us pull back a bit deeper and then rally on up. But we trade what we see and we work with what we have. And for now, we are still bullish on this time frame and we're still looking for 89.34 to get taken out over coming sessions. Down on the 4-hour chart, let me just crunch this up a bit. You can look at where we're at now a bit more. So there's our current AB swing. Okay, there's our A high, also a bearish AB swing, our B low. And again, there's the 786 and there's the B failure. Friday we said that we're looking for price because we had a nice fall there. We were looking at price coming down to the 618, at which point we would have been willing to buy. Or we'd have been looking for buy entries. You can see we only came to the 382 of this swing here. So there was no opportunities there at all to look for a buy because we prefer price coming down to the 618 or to the 786. But what happened Friday? Price rallied up. I can make that a bit bigger there. Price bounced off that 382 level, rallied up, and we still didn't take out this 87, 83 level. We at that resistance level now. If we break that 87, 83 level, chances are that will open the upside for us to be heading up towards this 89, 34 level over coming sessions. So let's see what we do get today. Do we find resistance at this level over here? And does price fall back? Or do we rally on up and look for 89.37 over coming sessions? Trading strategy, let's move down to the lower time frame to look for something like that. Okay, let's first go back to the 4-hour. If I look at the chart here, you can see we struggled over here, but price poked through and came back down. We're back at that level now. If we do get something clear, a clear bearish candlestick formation on the 4-hour chart, then that would lead me to want to enter a short trade. Okay, even though we are bullish because of the BF 786 and we are looking for 89.34 to get taken out over coming sessions. If we do find resistance here, okay, and a test thereof on the 5-minute chart following by another bearish candlestick formation, then that would lead me to believe that we could be in for a bit more of a retracement. And if that does happen, then we're probably looking at 82.70 as the target for that bit of a retracement over coming sessions. If it does not present itself, then we do not enter a trade. Okay, that will be a trade based off the 4-hour chart. If I look down at the 1-hour chart, we've got a bullish AB swing here. Okay, we started a reversal process and you can see we bounced off the 382. So once again, if I just look at the 1-hour chart, not in conjunction with any other time frame, then I would not be trading this time frame at all because we've only got a 382 bounce. Even if we do get a BF 786 entry here, we've only got a 382 bounce, and that wouldn't warrant an entry. So if we do enter shorts, it would be based on the fact that the 4-hour chart is at a resistance level. If I just scrunch this up a bit, Our 4-hour chart is at the resistance level. I can even draw the fibs in here from the A to the B at the bottom. I can remove this here to make it clearer, and you can see we're roughly at the 86. Anything inside this A high, anything bearish inside this A high would warrant a short entry, but for that we'll step down to the 5-minute chart to look for something. Okay, so that's Brent. If you look at crude oil on the 4-hour chart, we're also in a bearish AB swing on the 4-hour chart. Let me scrunch this up a little. So there's our A low, there's our A high, and there's our B low. Okay, and you can see here that we also came up to the 86, and we then also fell down. This is over past sessions. We came down to the BF786, and that also told us that we're going to be heading up to the A high over coming sessions. And you can see price rallied on up there. Okay, fell back nicely, and we're at that level now. Are we going to get a test of this high, or is price going to actually rally on up? If we do get a test of this high and we do get something bearish, then yes, we will be looking for short entries. We'll step down to the lower time frame and we'll look for a short trade opportunity. Friday, we also said we're looking for price to fall down to the 618 or the 786, at which point we would have looked for buy opportunities. You can see it never ever happened, so we didn't do anything about that. So for today on this pair, I would draw my fib from there, that high of Fridays, to that low over there. Okay, let me just see something quickly. Sorry, it's not Friday's high per se. It is, that's the high from Wednesday, not Friday. But anyway, it's the high nonetheless. And you can see if I make this a bit bigger, we are at the 786 of that move. Okay, so let's see today. Do we get a bearish candlestick formation while inside this high over here? Okay, if we do, then that would warrant a short entry. Then the price could be moving lower down over coming sessions. If we carry on rallying up, okay, we don't have an entry opportunity. We only buy dips or we sell rallies. Okay, so there isn't a dip right now that you can buy. If we do get a bearish candlestick formation while inside this A high here, what is that? 83.30 around there. If we get a bearish candlestick formation around here while inside that high, then we'll also step down and look for an entry. If we rally up and we take out 83.30, then we're starting a reversal on this time frame. Okay, so that's the outlook there. The 1-hour chart, let's look at what the 1-hour chart is saying here. There's our current AB swing on the 1-hour chart. Let me scrunch that up as well. There's our last A low and there's our last B high. And again, you can see price came to a 382 bounce. And if again you just look at this chart and not in conjunction with anything else, then there's no entry at all because of the 382 bounce. Even though we're at the BF786, we don't trade BF786s with the prior 382 bounce. We wait for 618 or 786. So just looking at the 1-hour chart in isolation, there won't be any trading opportunities on this 1-hour chart. If price does rally up and take out this B high, then this becomes the new A support low. Okay, and if price falls from current levels, then this is not a reversal. Our last A support low is down here. Okay, none of these are A support lows. This is the only A support low on this time frame right now. I hope that clarifies matters there. The Euro daily. If we look at the Euro daily, you can see if I scrunch it up as well, we've been making higher highs and higher lows since September, the definition of an uptrend. So we're still making higher highs and higher lows. We've actually got some housekeeping to do here now. We were still waiting for a B high to form. You can see that on Friday we actually got that B high. Okay, 2 candles to the right. So I can remove this and I can take that question mark out. And that there is the B high over there. Okay. But look at what has happened since. Today you can see price has taken out that A high again. That B high again. So we've got a new A support low over here. So we have to label this chart again. So this is our latest level of support on this time frame. And once again we are waiting for a B to form. Okay. For those that have patience to actually trade the daily chart, you can see you need to exercise quite a bit of patience to trade the daily chart. Now, if price turns around and falls and takes out this low here at 765, then we're starting a reversal on this time frame, because this is our most recent A support low. Okay, not this one anymore. And that is because this high got taken out. Okay. So we have to wait another further couple of days to see where the B higher on this is going to be, or is that exhaustion? We don't know. The candle is under construction. We're not going to comment on any of that right now. In front of us, we've still making higher highs and higher lows. There's a low, there's a higher low. Okay, but we have to wait for a B to form. 4-hour chart on the euro. There's our most recent A low, there's our most recent B high. Price came down to the 618. We had failure here, which led us to believe we were going to fall deeper into 744. You can see that never ever happened. We mentioned the other day, is this support, is this also support? And you can see there was another one there on Friday afternoon. So you can see price then subsequently broke the B high. So we can do some housekeeping here. So our most recent A support low is this one here. So we've got a new A, and we're waiting for a new B to form. We don't have a B high as yet. I'll put a question mark there, just to remind us that we don't have a B as yet. Okay, there is no B high, but this is clear, our most recent A support low. There's our previous low, and there's our previous low. So we're still making higher highs and higher lows, because these are higher lows that we're making right now. So no trade opportunity based on the 4-hour chart at all. The 1-hour chart, I can scrunch this up a bit as well. There's our most recent A low, and there's our most recent B high. We had a 618 bounce. We had B failure, which led us to believe we're going to the 786. We then came a few pips shy of the 786. Then we got another B failure. And then we said, is this support? Is this support? It turned out that it was actually support. And also we've got housekeeping to do on this time frame as well. So as we can see, this is our most recent A low here. Oops, sorry about that. This here is our most recent A support low over here. So that will, if we label our chart, that will be our most recent A support low over there. And we've actually got a B high here in place as well. We've got two candles to the right, you can see there. So we've got a B high. We can draw fibs on this one. And we'll have to obviously wait for price to pull back to a 618 or to a 786 before we look for long entry opportunities. If price falls all the way down and takes out this A support low, only at that point do we start a reversal on this time frame. But for now, nothing on the euro. We've just about got a B high, so there's no entry opportunity on the euro at all. Bitcoin daily. You can see on the Bitcoin chart, there was our most recent A and there was our most recent B low. Price came right up to the A high and found resistance, gave us a nice evening star formation. We said this might be a test of this evening star formation. And if the test had to hold, we'd have looked for price to fall down to 1700s, okay, 17,000. But you can see price never ever did that. Price rallied on all the way up, no hint of any bearishness, and just pushed all the way through and then broke the A high on a sustained basis. We're always looking for a break on a sustained basis, okay? So we need to relabel this chart now. So this will become the new A low. We've now started a reversal on the daily chart, okay? So that's the new A low. We don't have a B high in place yet, okay? So we'll put a question mark there. We have to wait for the B high to be in place. Only once the B high is in place can we draw fibs and look for a retracement. But if I were to just visually draw this out for you, you can see that we've got the makings or the start of a reversal pattern on this time frame. At this point here, you can see price has taken out the A. So what we are looking for over coming days is for price to pull back to a fib, preferably a 618 or a 786, and then we're looking for price to carry on up. and you can see there's the left shoulder, there's the head, there's the right shoulder. Inverse head and shoulders pattern. We don't have these two yet, so we'll take them out. I was just giving you a representation of what we are looking for. We are here now where we are waiting for a B high to form. Price can rally on further up today, and we can move this B further up until we get 2 candles to the right. We have to wait for that to happen before we have a confirmed B high. But on the daily chart in front of us here, we've got the start of an inverse head and shoulder pattern, which leads us to believe that over time price might be rallying on up. Okay, but based on our trading strategy, we will wait for a pullback to a fib area, preferably a 618 or a 786, and then you will then look for a long entry to go long. Let's just look at the weekly quickly, see what's happening on the weekly. On the weekly, being the start of a new week, there's our most recent A high, and here's our most recent B low. So if I were to draw my fibs on the weekly chart, there's our most recent swing. How interesting is that? Price came to a 786. Let me just correct this quickly. Price came to a 786. Oh man, just give me a second quickly. Let me sort this out. There we go. And if I make this a bit bigger, you might be able to see things a bit better. You can see there, price actually came to a 786 of this AB swing. Okay, now remember on the weekly chart, we need to break this level here, 25,177. That would be the high that we need to break to start a reversal on this time frame. Okay, but we've already got it. We've already got the break of the resistance on the daily chart. Let's see if we do rally up and take out 25,177 over coming days or weeks to actually start a reversal on the weekly chart. But for now, we're at the 786, and since we are at the 786, we can expect resistance at the 786, and we could expect price to fall back, and that would coincide well with getting a B high here and price pulling back. Okay guys, that's it for the analysis for today. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and you'll be notified as soon as I post my forecast every morning. So for today, we are looking to see if we do get something bearish on Brent. Okay, if we don't get anything bearish, we don't trade. Crude as well. Do these levels offer up resistance, enough resistance to actually look for a short entry? If not, then we do not trade. Nothing on the euro today. Okay, and nothing on Bitcoin either. Okay. Have a good trading day, guys. And we'll chat tomorrow morning. Cheers. Bye-bye.